We are. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Dead Unicorn, where we play classic Dungeons and Dragons like this one, Horror on the Hill B5. If you have a copy, hey, play along. And if you would do something, that our players wouldn't, well, just type that into the comments. Hashtag it on my initiative. It's all fun and games. If you don't know Dungeons and Dragons, everybody takes turns combining our efforts to tell a great story, and there are rules to what your characters can do. Each person besides me plays a character, and I try and guide the story the best I can, like an editor. So, I'm your editor, Corey, and she, right over here, putting together the prologue, is Crystal. And he's creating the rising action, Colin. Helen is over there mastering the exposition. Matt's numbering the chapters. And he's just a Mary Sue, Howard.
I don't even know what that has to do with editing.
If you been watching the last few episodes, if you haven't, let's catch you up. So this group of explorers, adventurers, is running away from an assassin trying to kill an elf that they are escorting. This elf's name is Troikithus. And he has some very valuable information about the nobility of this country that they're in, that they're harboring a special kind of magic. A magic that Helen's character... Are you okay? Are you okay? That's some loud typing, if that's just typing.
It's a thunderstorm every time Howard wants to say something.
Oh, yeah, just so you know, if you see someone walking around in the background, we are having plumbing problems in here. So we got a plumber, he's working on the problem. Just hopefully we can ignore that and move on with our lives. So, Helen's character, Talia, is trying to master this magic, but they have to escape this assassin, who is way more powerful than them. So they are going up this hill, called The Hill, filled with dangers, and perhaps a portal that will lead them out of the country without all of the hassle with meeting, trying to kill every town guard that happened. They happen to pie. So, we'll start from there. You guys have just defeated a pair of giant bees that were drinking near this lake that you're at. And this is you, this little, that little icon right there.
Let me find us.
Yeah, if you can't find yourself on the map.
I've not gotten the map to load yet. Been sitting here refreshing it for 10
If
minutes.
it's just black, you're going to have to move your screen. Remember to zoom out and zoom back in.
Finish loading.
There's that unicorn.
Yeah.
Map is up.
So you have decided to head westwardly. Westwardly. Ooh, that's tough on me. Yeah. Westwardly, because you feel that going up the hill is your best option, right? Was that what you decided? You want to go up it?
Yep.
I mean, this is the horror on the hill.
On the hill. Yes.
Yeah, not around the hill.
Or under
Horror
the
around the
hill.
hill.
Well, there's a bee corpse in front of you, and you have just completed your laughing fits. For those who were laughing.
I still don't understand why everybody was laughing.
Because Crystal gassed us.
Oh, totally. Okay.
It was really me, Crystal, and a bee.
Should I be afraid of this gas? Is there more of it?
I hope not.
Okay, I hope not too, because that was
I
weird.
only had that one jar. It's empty now.
Good.
Okay.
Well, let's hope we don't run into it anymore.
Yeah.
Any more bees or any more laughing gas?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good
Bees.
point.
Both.
See, I didn't get to finish my sketch because I started laughing. So
There's a dead one.
I'm very sorry about
isn't
that.
it like totally trashed though?
I could flip
Yeah,
it
he's got
over
an
and
arrow
pose
in
it
it.
for you.
and-
No,
Pose
it's
the
better
bee,
I'll hold it
live.
up in its natural flying position.
No, that's just put it down.
I take the wings as he's holding it and I flop them. You know, just.
I just laugh a little.
I could just see Talia like pull out a giant pin and a big cork board. And just...
Well, I was gonna take off a wing and put it in my,
Oh, here you go.
You can.
you know, like press it.
There you go.
like butterflies.
Well,
I'll hold you the wing.
If
The-
its body has a use after death, I suppose its death is not in vain.
The wing is almost as
Does
big
it
as
have
you
any?
are.
Does it have like? Well, it's a bee, so it has some kind of poison, right?
Yeah.
In its little
Stinger?
stingery.
Yes.
You want the stinger too?
No, I don't want the whole stinger. I'll just take a sample of the poison.
All right. Well, I put the wing down next to you, and here you go.
The wing is
Hang on.
about the size of, I'm going to say the size of a dwarf.
Well, I'm not
Maybe
taking the
like
entire
4 feet
wing. I'll
long.
just take a
Probably a little bit lighter.
Oh, yeah, way lighter. And what are you doing with the stinger?
I don't want the stinger. I just wanted a sample of the poison.
Oh. Well, hey, you got that jar?
Yeah, you can use my jar if you want.
Oh, why don't we just shove the stinger, as much of the stingers we can get into the jar, and then we can figure out how to get the poison out of it later. Unless someone
I
disagrees.
don't think that it's going to fit in the jar.
Fit
This
in
is
there.
a very large
I
Well, the
mean,
tip will.
Couldn't you just like break it or something and
I don't know.
might ooze out or something? I don't know.
How big is the jar? How big is the stinger?
I'm not sure. How big would a stinger be on a man-sized bee? About the size of your hand?
Like a
Probably.
worm, maybe? I don't
Probably
know.
more
How
than
big's your
that.
jar?
Jeez. I think it's a little bigger than the jar can. You can get the
Yeah.
poison out if you take some time and you make an animal handling roll. I'm gonna make this animal handling.
Yes.
It's
That's not
okay,
gonna go
bee.
well.
Dead bee,
Okay.
let your juice go. That's a good bee.
It's either knowledge
I know.
nature. It's either a nature roll or an animal handling roll. I'm gonna actually animal handling is for like dogs and horses and such. I'm gonna say this is a nature roll.
Okay.
So we want to drain the juice from a dog's stinger.
What
We need
is
animal
actually
handling.
do a survival check?
It's not a survival check.
There's my wonderful nature roll.
Nope.
Okay,
You are unable
well,
to
they
get any of the.
So I mean, even if I pierce it with a dagger, nothing comes out.
But you're not sure where the gland is, and then you just kind of ruin it with your dagger.
I don't want the stinger. I don't care if the stinger's intact.
So you're not you tried your best, but you ended up damaging where
I
the
tried my
poison comes
best.
from, and it's
And it
not
just,
gonna
like,
work anymore.
Spilled out all over
Yeah.
the
Lame.
ground.
See if you guys had just like waited just a little bit longer.
For
Fine,
the
I'll
bees
take
to
the
kill us?
wing.
Hey, so as soon as you guys are done, I want to go find a place to leave their bodies so that they will be reconsumed by the world that they were.
It's just one
taken
corpse. It's just
in a
one.
meaningful way.
It's just one. The other one booked.
By
It
the
got
way,
burnt and it took off.
Right.
that
Right. As soon
one
as you're done with it.
giant gossamer wing weighs half a pound. Actually, no. it
You
weighs
know,
1
we should
pound.
like
It
affix
weighs
these
1
to the
pound.
backs of your ropes.
Not half a pound. It weighs 1 pound.
Uh-oh.
1 pound.
Do
Yeah.
you have the ability to like move things like with your mind? Like is that a spell? And then you can like flap your big wings on the backs of your ropes? That'd be very intimidating.
So Malachi tries to find a place out of the way where that bee corpse can rest.
It can rest. It can be consumed by other creatures that need the nutrition, and then the rest of it can be reclaimed by the earth as it grows over it.
Anything else y'all are looking to do in this area?
Not me.
Now we
Let's
can move
get
on.
going.
One
Alright.
sec, I'm ready.
You move one forward, and then you come upon. Let me reveal the area to you.
Yes, please.
More bees. Bees. Swarm.
Oh, I thought we were in the clearing. Nope.
You come upon a glade. This box text. Everybody ready? I love the box text. This pleasant meadow borders a crystal clear pond of cool, fresh water. Many colored pebbles can be seen on the bottom, and hundreds of harmless gold and silver fish swim through the waters. At the border between the glade and the forest, 3 unusual bushes grow. They resemble raspberry bushes, but the berries on the plants are much larger than ordinary raspberries.
Hey, we found food.
How do you know those are
Fascinating.
poisonous?
Well, I haven't tried one
Fascinating
yet.
Natural growth. We should totally leave it
Well-
intact.
I mean, maybe they're just big and they're regular because those bees were
Yeah.
regular bees and they were just big.
There's only one way to find out.
Does
And,
anybody?
I'll take a big chomp out
Oh,
of
The
one.
no!
bushes
Wait.
are, the bushes are up here. They're
Colin?
they're not near you. So hold on. The bushes
Oh,
are
thank God.
up here.
I say wait.
Stop
Let me
him from
have a
eating the-
look at it. I actually have proficiency with herbalism,
Okay.
so I'd like to try that.
Sure.
Does herbalism include fruit?
Yes.
It's a
It
plant.
grows on a plant.
I have an
Yeah.
herbalism kit if that helps.
Oh, I need to turn my advantage thing off, but the first number was 17 anyway.
Yes. There is definitely something different about these. Like, you pull up one of the berries off, and you put it in one of your herbalism dealios, and you mash it up, and you add a little herbalism chemical to it, and it turns a color, and
Are you just putting the word herbalism in front of everything?
and then you look at your herbalism guide, and you flip to the right page, and you look at the color, and the color matches to that, and you're like, well, it's not poisonous, but there is definitely something interesting about these berries.
They're big.
They're perfectly safe. We should totally eat them. And I eat one.
Okay.
I
Me
will
too.
eat one as well.
Okay.
I will
Everybody
sit back
who
and
eats
watch
one.
because
I'll
I
just
don't
watch
want-
them with my notepad ready to take
I
notes
don't
on
want
their
to disturb
reactions.
how I don't want to disturb the natural growth. It's such a beautiful place. I think it's amazing. I just
Everybody
kinda
who
wanna see
eats
what
a berry can roll a d8.
I love Howard's background dancer.
Distracted. I'm gonna lean in and watch carefully, like, what's happening?
Dose. I was dosed with a berry.
Okay, are you the only 2 who ate berries then, I assume?
3.
Oh wait,
Nobody else ate
I'm sorry.
berry?
1, 2.
If you eat a berry, roll a d8. Alright. Let me look up what happens to you on this guide. Oh, everybody regains that many hit points if you've lost them.
hey, sweet.
Oh,
I feel
Oh, these are
really
are
good.
good berries. They're the best berries.
Still don't trust him. Any moment now, one of you is gonna turn into a frog. Which one is it gonna be?
Yeah, Corey's smiling. It can't be good.
I'm waiting. Do you have
They,
any
like,
strange
make
feelings
us
or any
healthier,
strange
but also
sensations in your
attract
throat?
large bees.
Do you feel weak, dizzy,
Nope.
out of sorts?
It's the opposite, actually.
Yeah,
I always feel like that when you're near.
I feel refreshed.
So, anybody who's serious,
I'm serious. Your height is dizzying.
I'll just look over him at Lugaroo, ignoring all his advances. Are you okay? You don't feel faint or
Yeah, so far so
a
good.
scratchy throat? Huh. Interesting. I still don't want to eat one. I'm gonna watch more. Something's bound to happen.
I just don't want to disturb the area.
I suspect will disturb the area slightly less than the dragon at the top of the mountain. Or the ogres, or the ghouls,
Yes,
or the
yes.
giant bees, or the mosquito bats.
Strange that we haven't seen any monsters yet. Just those two very large bees.
I'm gonna say that camel-sized bees are monsters.
Yeah, that qualifies. Also,
Well,
mosquito,
what if-
bat.
what if
I mean,
this happens to be the food source for the large creatures in the area.
Well, then we'll have a much better chance against that dragon. No?
All right, what else are y'all?
So
going
since
to
I
do?
failed drastically with that stinger, I'm gonna use her jar to capture one of these berries and squish it in there.
Okay, the berries they're not like fist-sized berries. They're like raspberries, but like double the size. So they go
Okay,
into
well
the
then I can
into
fit
the
several in there. Then.
jar. You can
I was
put several
imagining
into
like
the jar.
giant rabbits.
Yeah, I was like,
You're gonna make
damn.
You're gonna make heelberry jam.
Jam out of one berry. Fills the whole jar.
So you
So
get.
then
you
I'll
can-
take several. I'll
Yeah.
fill the jar with however many fit in it.
or how many you can get.
Whichever is the
I will
larger
try and
number.
wait.
So yeah, you find like 10 good ones and you kind of put them in there.
Cool.
Can I squeeze the juice out of these things into a flask? Like if I empty out my flask?
There's not a lot of juice to these. Like they're raspberries. You don't get raspberry juice that often, do you?
Yeah, actually, I eat raspberries all the time. They're full of juice.
No, they aren't. Not like
Yeah.
that. Not
They're
like
like
But
half juice and half.
I'm just talking about squeeze them into the flask, you know.
You need a lot of raspberries.
You need a lot.
And Helen's
Yeah,
already
you
picking.
would.
Talia's already picking the best ones.
Got him.
Hey,
Maybe I'll give you one later if they don't kill you. I don't have any. I'm still waiting for one of you to fall out. Corey. Something's happening. Something. Can't just be happy and healthy off of it. It's got to be poisoned. I don't see any wildlife around here. How come these bushes are completely unoccupied by? Are there insects or anything over here?
Are there
Well,
ants?
there were giant bees.
You're looking for ants? You can find
Just
ants.
insects in general,
Yeah,
like
they're
flying around the
insects.
fruit or like.
Yeah, definitely. There are the regular flies and beetles and ants and such. There's a spider web with a spider hanging off of it. You know.
Are they all regular size?
Yeah, they're
Please say yes.
not giant or anything.
Are there also normal-sized bees?
You don't see
Biggest fruit
normal
fly I've
sized
ever
bees.
seen. Well, I mean, are we gonna move on, or are we gonna stand here staring at?
I'm gonna
Bush.
do a quick look around the area, make sure nothing abnormal is coming our way.
You don't see anything out of the ordinary, but you can make a perception check just to make sure.
Okay. Here goes. Ah. Nah. I'm too occupied with how cool this place looks.
The fishies in the water are pretty.
They are. I kind of wish I had a little net. They'd make a good snack.
I have a spear.
I think that might be too big for those.
Want to try some spear fishing?
I used to
No
have some spear.
thanks. Maybe on the way back.
All right, are
I'm
y'all
ready
ready?
to go.
Well, yeah,
I
let's
could
move on.
just attack the fish with like, magic. I have a magic weapon.
Magic
You guys are
missile
going to
the
attack
fish.
the fish now.
You want to go like
It'll come up
dynamite
cooked.
fishing?
It'll be great.
Do you have a spell that's equivalent to like dynamite? You could just like
I do,
dynamite fishing.
kind of.
If he can hit him with a sword, there's booming blade.
Oh no.
Yeah, you gotta be able to nail the fish though. That's why I was thinking
Yeah.
maybe just like something else.
What if you attacked the water?
Ooh.
I attack the darkness.
Alrighty.
Are y'all
I'm
ready
gonna
to move
begin
on?
walking forward because I don't know what else I want to do here.
Yes.
No, let's hang out here for 10 more minutes.
10 more minutes it is.
Are we
Exactly
taking a short
10
rest?
minutes.
Well, if we've been here for a
For
good
short
like,
rest is an
50
hour.
minutes, we can make it a short rest.
Yeah, but hey, why take a short rest? You just ate healing berries.
Yeah, I feel great.
Yep.
All right.
Nobody feels nauseous or
Nope.
slightly dizzy.
Nope.
Why are you so eager for these berries to have an ill effect?
Because I don't trust them.
'Cause
You know,
you
just
didn't eat
random berries in a bush and y'all just ate it.
I think that's berries. I don't
The last
appreciate your
time I
attitude.
drank something from a random stream, I passed out. So,
Wasn't that like a pool in an evil
or
wizard's
yeah, the
lab?
random pool of whatever it was. Like,
In an
yeah,
evil
I'm
wizard's
still feeling a little
laboratory.
bit. And then
Yeah,
the
that
last
wasn't
time there was some
exactly like-
random smoke, and I laughed for like 45 minutes uncontrollably.
Oh,
So
come
I'm,
on, it
yeah,
wasn't
I'm a
that
little
long.
cautious
Again,
about
still
what's happening
blaming
the evil
randomly
wizard.
15 seconds.
on the way to a dragon and certain doom.
I
Still
could
blaming
totally
that
see
evil
how pools of magical liquid and like mysterious smoke would turn you off of ordinary food. I guess.
That's not ordinary. Those are abnormally large berries.
Maybe the
We just
soil's
finished
really good,
fighting
or- I don't
abnormally
know.
large bees, and we're on the way to a dragon. Like, you can't understand why I'm a little paranoid. Just a little.
I'm curious about the abnormally large beehive with the rather large gobs of honey.
We're not going
Yeah.
to find that. I mean, you guys wouldn't let me approach the bees to research, so why would you go to where there's probably a million of them?
That would be a very bad idea.
She's correct. I concur.
Unless we built a very large fire to smoke them out first.
Or
I
hire
mean, I
a
could
really
set the
large
hive on
bear.
fire, but I don't
So
think that
why,
would
why
really...
are we trying to draw the attention
That
to
would be
terrible thing?
cruel.
It might help us to find the dragon if we made a big enough fire. He might come to us.
So what marching
Like,
order are you
hey,
guys in?
what's burning?
I thought we were
felt-
avoiding the
are we
dragon.
looking
I thought
for
we
the
were avoiding.
dragon?
I'll go
We're
first. I'll
finding
take the lead.
portal.
I'll be kind of toward the front.
Okay.
I'll just be in the middle.
I'll be second to last, I guess. I don't want to be last.
I guess that leaves Malachi to be last.
Yep, Malachi's in the back. There you go.
What are we doing? I
Protecting
didn't
our
catch it.
tail.
Anything jumps off, it'll jump on you first. Or me, because I am still tall.
I like
A
those
bird could like perch on
bushes.
me or something.
Or they're like
Okay.
little individual things, but
Shall we?
they can
Yep,
make
let's
a
march.
nice looking pile as well.
So where is Howard's character and Helen's character?
So it's Lugaru, and then I think
Me?
I'm third.
Neilvar, and then me, and wait, Heseth somewhere in there.
Yes.
Lugaru
I'm
has
second.
So Troy Kithis
Neilvar.
is in the middle then, huh?
Yeah,
Put him in.
Neilvar is in the middle, and then I was behind him, and then Malachi's behind me in the back.
Okay.
I don't like that. Okay, but let's do this.
Okay.
If you insist.
She wants down.
She said
Is that exactly where you want to stand? Are you sure?
Okay. As you guys are marching down this path, you see a really large, abnormally large tree in the middle of the path.
like growing there or falling across it?
Like growing there in the path.
Okay.
Path doesn't go around it. It like grew through the path.
Yes.
This is no
Like,
normal
there's-
tree
there's
growth.
Look at
path-
this.
like
And now
you-
there's an abnormally large tree. Like, did somebody shrink us or something? Like,
This is weird. It just sprang up out of nowhere. The path doesn't go around it. It looks like it's
I
too
don't
big
think-
to be like a new tree.
I don't think it's a real tree.
Well, there's no
It must have
brush.
eaten one of those berries.
There's no brush to on the sides of the tree, so it looks like the path like animals and creatures just kind of go around it.
Okay.
So this is more like an animal path, not a road.
These paths are none of these paths are roads. All of these paths are quite narrow.
Okay.
I'm gonna
so we're
poke the
going
tree.
around the tree. I
Well,
don't know.
I
Hey,
will
what kind of tree
All
are
right.
you?
see if
Don't
I
poke.
see anything suspicious from a distance.
All right, Lugaru's going straight up to the tree.
Good luck.
As he is wont to do.
Let me see. One,
Roll initiative, Luger. The tree's a tree ant.
hold on.
I somehow missed this
All right,
giant tree.
Heseth, you can roll a perception check. All right. Heseth, as you're looking around the area and looking at this tree, you notice a huge, just a giant lizard up in the tree, and it's coming down above Lugaru. At this point, everybody can roll initiative.
I hate lizards.
Lugaru,
So
you're
much.
surprised.
Oh,
Crap.
damn it, I didn't click myself. Because
Yeah.
there is no me to click.
Hold on, before everybody rolls initiative, stop.
No, need our tokens.
Stop.
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh
say that.
yeah, I was like, wait.
I gotta get y'all, like, seeing the same stuff I am. There we go.
I had a good roll too. GDI.
Me too.
Whoops.
Ooh. That is a big red lizard up there.
There we go. Why is there a owl bear in this? That's weird. Okay. It's initiative time.
I really have to re-roll.
Yeah.
Aw,
Huh?
dang
Nice.
it.
And Lugaru, everybody.
That was my one too, wasn't it? Once again. GDI. I just realized my mug says giant size X-Men on it. Theme.
Is that everybody? Heseth.
Giant size. I did.
Oh yeah, 16. You're right. Descending order. Boop.
Oh my god, for once I'm first.
Oh, everybody's going before this lizard is. There's. Oh, I know who didn't roll initiative.
Tricus.
Trichitis?
Trichitis. Troy.
Oh, that's very nice. He's probably first. Oh, okay, he's only got a +2.
Which makes sense, because he's my boo.
All right. In order for anybody to see, to see the lizard and to take an action on this round, you'll have on your initiative. You have to make a perception check.
I set the whole entire tree on fire. Damn it, I hate lizards. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that.
No,
Oh, and he sees it.
Lizards are great. Don't hurt the lizard unless he's trying to kill us. Then just don't hurt the
He'll
tree.
load his crossbow and fire. What's the range on the crossbow? 30? He'll come up forward. 10, 20, 30. Yeah, he'll move forward. 10, 15, 20. 10, 20, 30. Okay, he's within range now. And he'll shoot. And he'll hit. And he'll shoot again.
Bam.
Oh, man.
Bam.
You think he would have taught me some of these skills in addition to the secret magic?
Yeah, well, he wasn't able to do the magic, so I guess he practiced on this more.
Yeah, he's not able to do
While I was
magic.
training to learn radiance, he was training on the blade. Is that what you're trying to
Talia.
The blade and the bow.
Talia, Troy Kithis is shooting at something. You can roll perception to try and see what he's shooting at.
Well, let's do that. And hopefully I'll see what it is. And I might not, but here we go. Nope.
No, you do
There's
not
arrows
see
going
it.
in that general direction. You want me to set the whole tree on fire?
You are surprised.
That was a real question, by the way, for anybody who heard
Heseth,
me.
you're up.
Please don't set the tree on fire.
Okay. I pull out my short bow and take aim at the lizard and
All
say,
right.
"Giant lizard!"
And that will hit with your short bow. Go ahead and roll some damage.
7.
7. All right. The lizard falls out of the tree and on top of Lugaroo.
Oh no!
Dead with a couple arrows in it. Some arrows and bolts.
So he didn't scream like a small girl. 'Cause
It's
I
pretty
look
heavy.
up. I look up in the tree and I look at my spear, and I look at the tree and I look up and I look at my spear, and I'm like, I don't know, guys.
It's really heavy. This
You
lizard.
poke it and a lizard falls out. It's weird.
Are we talking?
Are you on the
like
ground because a
large
huge
dog
lizard just fell on your head?
heavy, or like person
Dead weight,
heavy?
total dead
Saying
weight.
saying this from underneath a lizard.
So when you get this Uzi thing off.
Wait, how big is the lizard? Is it the size of a car? Is it?
It's a large-sized creature. It's not a
Okay.
medium size.
It's a horse-sized lizard.
Yeah, it's a horse-sized lizard.
Did he take damage from getting
No.
bopped
That's what
over
I
the
was
head?
thinking.
It knocked him down, but he didn't take any damage.
I'm like, Lugaroo, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm like crawling out.
Do
from
you
under
need
it.
help?
No, that's okay. I'm not my first time under a lizard.
Can we move? Are we out of combat?
Yeah, you're out of combat.
I'm gonna go up to it and be like, gross! And like poke at it.
I'm gonna look around in the other bushes to make sure there aren't more.
All right, make an perception. You don't see any more.
Okay, I don't see any more of those.
Probably for the best. We don't need to be disturbing them.
What did you do to the map?
What do you mean?
Okay.
I just
here,
we
The
went
map
back to the we
disappeared.
went back to the large map.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
Sorry,
I
guys.
lost it.
Well, that was interesting.
Yep. All right. Well, should we just
Shall we
walk around this
continue?
tree and keep going?
Okay.
I'm going to
Is there anything you want to do with the lizard corpse?
Nope.
I'm going to try to roll it off the trail.
All right, you get it off the trail. The trail is like really like getting off the trail is dense foliage, so it's just like trail underbrush, and you can just kind of shove it off, and it's no problem because it's so close.
May this poor creature's corpse be useful in some way to something. All right, let's go.
It's gonna fester, but hey, maybe it'll fertilize this huge humongous tree.
Maybe, or maybe it'll be food for the next giant creature that comes this way.
Nobody's eating an already dead corpse. I mean, I guess since it's a
course.
huge vulture or
Isn't
something.
that exactly what most living
Yeah.
beings do?
If they
Yeah,
killed
it's-
it themselves, but an already festery gross thing, you
How many
need that?
times have you eaten meat from a creature that you didn't kill?
I'm a vegetarian.
You know what?
Ooh.
Good on you.
Let's move on.
Yes.
Only
Okay.
peasants eat meat.
All right.
Well, I love meat.
I resent that.
You continue down this path. On your way, the path kind of curves to the north, and then you get to a place where it forks. And you can see a little further down these paths as they fork.
I vote we go north.
Have we
Which
been
one-
going north this whole time, or did we go?
You were going
Vaguely.
west for the most
Yeah.
part.
We went westish.
Does
Should we
it still
continue going
seem like
westish?
that's
Does
more
one of them look more
uphill?
uphill than the other?
Yeah, we're just going up. That's
So
the ticket. There.
going west again, moving out west will increase the height that you're going. So where are you? Yeah, there's a incline going west of 100 feet. But if you go and y'all have been walking around an incline, so let me kind of show you what's been going on here. With some of these tools, draw a shape. So basically, there's a larger, like, oh, you can't see. So you see this kind of circular red stuff, probably, hopefully? That's
Yeah, I
like
see a
an
little bit of
incline
red.
that's been happening. And that incline is what you've been, like, you can kind of been skirting it as you've been going places. Here, let me kind of open this up. Right? And that incline actually continues itself. Hold on here.
Oh, it goes underneath.
Yeah, we can. Let me freehand this. So, get this correct. The incline, yeah, kind of goes this way, and it kind of goes up this way. And then there's another incline that...
So basically, we've been going around a hill.
I thought that
Kind
we
of.
were aware of that.
Yep.
Yeah, because I think at one point last session we mentioned that the trail went around it. We
Yeah,
felt like
something like
following
that.
it would lead us somewhere rather than just going straight up the trail anyway, and the brush was really dense or something. So we didn't go
So
directly
basically, you are in this little valley, and to either side of you increases height. So you can go north through this little valley area and see why it the road follows that, or go straight up the hill.
Well, if we go straight up the hill, we will
Let's
get more vantage to look around the area.
But
Oh,
this
I
is
did
all
this wrong.
wooded.
True.
Hold on, I did this wrong.
Then we can climb a tree. I've climbed many trees. I can do it.
Yeah, this goes straight up through here. Mind you, there is another... Yeah, there's another one. So I'm going to reveal this to you simply because it's an extra height. So the hill gets even steeper going that way. So I don't know if that influences your decision at all, but that's what we're kind of looking at. The hill gets steep, but that steepness goes north. West kind of goes around the biggest part of the steep, but you go uphill. Whereas north, you don't go uphill, but you're following the contours of it.
Seems like north might be a
Yeah, I'm kind
detour, and the west might be like the road all the way up. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I still say we go west because it looks like it's going up.
Okay.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's what
up
I'm
the
saying.
hill.
Try to get some kind of higher point of vantage to look around.
4, 5. By the way, it's about 5 o'clock now.
Okay, late afternoon, early evening. Probably a bit dark under the trees.
That soon the light or the shadow from the hill will be eclipsing as the sun sets west.
And you come upon another
Another crossroads.
crossroads.
North, south, or Southwest.
Now let's go north.
Let me reveal some of this area to you. North goes this way. South comes this way. And let me draw some more of these contours. So south goes downhill, north goes uphill, and west goes on the same elevation.
Maybe we should turn north now.
But you do see a little bit of the water through the dense foliage. You can see some water up to a little to the where you see it on the map.
Yeah.
I don't know, guys. Maybe north.
I vote
Yeah.
north.
So that's 3 for north.
Okay, y'all start heading north. I don't hear any disagreement. All right, it's getting to be about 6 o'clock. So you cross a pretty tall part of the hill. And now it's kind of getting dark. It's 7 o'clock. The sun is pretty far down on the horizon. The sky is a really pretty orange.
I
But
think
you
we should
see,
think about setting up camp.
you do see a
guys.
clearing
Mhm.
out ahead.
Oh. Good.
Feel like we should probably investigate that, but maybe not go straight over there. Like, I'll go scout it if you guys.
All right, why don't you go check it out?
The clearing is down.
Probably do that.
The clearing is downhill from you.
I'll check it out.
In the meantime, someone should climb a tree and try to make a map of the vantage point around here.
I'll look at Heseth.
I mean, I'm
Yeah?
obviously the best at sketching maps, but I'm not climbing a tree, so somebody who can actually climb a tree should probably.
You want me to climb a tree and see if I can see something?
Just see all around the area and try to make a map of what you see.
Make a map.
What's
Just
the
see
very-
if there's
Nothing
giant
else
lizards
I-
up there. That might be a.
If I see anything that looks promising, I can at least point us in the right direction.
That totally works too.
Okay, you climb a tree. Make
Okay.
a athletics roll.
Athletics.
Okay, you make it up the tree. It's even at the as high up at this tree you can go. It's really hard to see through the forest.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm not
since you're a higher
surprised.
elevation than what you can see at the clearing, and because it's a clearing, you get a good vantage point of that.
Well, I can see the clearing, but not much else.
So I will show you everything that's going on here. In the clearing, you see there's a cave at the other side of it.
Oh, there's a cave across the way. It could make for good shelter for the night, or
It's
it
not the rainy season, is it?
Or it could
Or
be
it could
might
be
be
loaded
full
with
of things
danger.
that want to eat us.
Well, maybe it's just like one bear, and if we kill the bear, we get the cave.
Maybe it's a large-sized bear, like everything else
I
is
can
done
still
around
go
here.
scout if you want me to.
I think it
You can
would
see
be
in the dark, right? You should
perfectly
go in
good
that cave
idea to just go
see what's in there.
take a look first,
Alrighty, I'm gonna go take a look.
sneakily.
All right, y'all start heading that way. It's a very large clearing, by the way.
They start heading. I don't.
Just
I'm gonna
Malachi,
hang
I
back.
All right,
A little
Helen,
bit.
Talia stays back at the edge of the
I
clearing.
can't see in the dark anyway, so I'd be
Everybody
useless.
walks into the clearing, and the first thing you notice as you walk into the clearing is over here by the tree line where Heseth couldn't see, there's a large statue.
Oh, what's
Ooh.
that?
At the
What
top
kind
of
of
this
statue?
steep, rocky
Dude.
hillside
Do
Is
any of
a
us recognize
hideous
what
art- is a hideous
the
idol.
subject is?
carved from granite by some forgotten race. The statue looks like a demon with giant bat wings. He looks very powerful. His face
So it
is
doesn't
twisted
resemble
into
any
a-
of the stuff that was in Quas Quentin, right?
Yeah, it looks like the stuff. This looks male instead of female, though.
Should we be making stealth checks to approach this thing, or?
A statue?
We're still pretty far off from the cave.
Yeah, the cave's really far away. These squares are like 300 feet, something like that.
Oh, okay.
They're how big are the squares? Come on, tell me how big these squares are. I think they're either 300 or 600 feet. 300 feet. Yep.
I kind of like look back towards Talia. You're gonna want your sketchbook.
Yeah, I'm already way ahead of you. I always have my sketchbook, you see.
So the face of this creature, of the statue, is twisted into a hideous leer.
As a paladin, would I recognize it?
Oh, we'll make
I was
a
going to
religion
say
check.
see if I could recognize it as well.
Here goes.
Oh, I guess I know.
Ah.
Yeah, look at that. So this is definitely the same god that was in Quas Quentin. This is Alphax. It's just a different version of the same god. A different gods can take many forms.
So would we have needed to have religion to know that, since like we saw it a billion times and
Well, the thing is a lot of people will confuse the same god if it doesn't look the same, but there are definite like things about the statue, like it has some of the same iconography.
Mhm.
Iconography. That's how you say that word.
Yes.
So, like, if you see one god carrying a bundle of wheat, and then you see another god that looks completely different but carrying a bundle of wheat, somebody who's trained in religion might think, oh, that's the same god. Let's see if we can find other things that relate to it. And that's basically what they're doing.
This is definitely Alphax again.
What are you talking about? It looks totally different.
Hmm.
yeah, because everybody
you-
rolled except for.
You notice the shape of the wings and the
Look,
the
it's the same
facial-
god, but why is there a statue of him out here in this clearing in the middle of
So,
nowhere?
Crystal, you also notice that its hollow, empty eyes once contained something. In fact, there are scratch marks, like somebody pried something out of those eyes.
There was clearly something pried out of the face where the eyes were supposed to be. Likely some sort of valuable gem, if I had to guess.
Really quick, I'm gonna cast Detect Evil on it.
Okay, you detect no evil.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if my focus reacts to
You
it at all.
have
or anything.
detect evil as a spell. What are you talking? Who's
Like
cast?
Sorry.
Matt.
Sorry,
Like
not
sense
not
good
Detect
and
Evil. It
evil
was
kind of thing?
what was it called? Divine Sense. That's
You're
what it
using your
was.
divine sense. Okay.
Bam, there it is. Sorry, I forgot to use the wrong words there.
Addition wars. How many times can you use that? A number you can equal
1 plus your charisma modifier.
Okay. What's your charisma?
2.
+2?
So
Okay, you can use it
do 3 times a day.
one more time per day this day, I think. No. You used it a long time ago. So, yeah, you can use it 2 more times. Okay. The cave
Now
is...
you know that Talia's evil, though. She's standing right near you. Talia's evil.
I mean, my focus, but
The cave is over on
Might
this
be.
side.
Sorry, what did you say about the cave?
The cave is over here on this side.
Okay.
Well, I finished.
So
up
does that mean he can
taking
detect
notes.
anything that's like evil or good, like around his vicinity for the next little while? Is what that spell
Yep.
reads like?
He can detect like strong evil, like undead or demons or that kind of thing.
And also
Also,
powerful
like
good.
super good.
Powerful good, yeah, like angels.
But it also says just 1 turn. So it's not like an ongoing thing.
No.
But if the place has been consecrated or desecrated, he can detect that too.
That's
So
true.
the grounds around
Huh.
this statue, there's nothing he detects at all. It's just a
Yeah,
statue.
there's like the faint presence of evil. Like this was once a desecrated place, but it's kind of faded over time.
Well, it's getting dark, you guys. Do we camp next to the spooky statue or in the spooky cave?
I
still
think we
want
should
to investigate
probably,
the spooky
I
cave
think we should
before
check out the
we,
cave.
decide to go
Spooky cave.
sleep in there.
All right, y'all move towards the spooky cave.
I'm not gonna go in that cave, but I'll
Oh,
follow
we
you guys.
can
'cause I
I
check
wanna
wonder
it
be
out
if
over
whatever
here.
was stolen out of that statue's eye socket had an actual evil presence to it that I would have detected. Would have been an interesting thought.
Well, I'm kind of curious if my focus would have reacted if I'd like put it in there, but it probably wouldn't fit. So, and also I'm not trying to summon demons or anything weird. Like,
Who's going in the
And
cave?
I don't want to actually summon whatever the heck
I
am.
will sneakily.
hey, there's this tome that looks like it's clad in human skin. Let's read from it.
It looks like it was a face.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Call
weird. Why can't
Cthulhu.
you see? No, it says something's wrong with this map. Let me get this map together. I know. Nope, that didn't work. Ah, there we go.
Okay.
Who else is going in this cave?
I am.
Well, if we're sleeping there, I think we're all going.
I can't
Okay.
see, and I don't want to have
Well,
a torch out in
we
case
wanted
there's
to make
beasties
sure it
in
was
there. So
safe
I guess I'll
first.
hang in the back because
Malachi's
everybody else
in.
can see,
Yeah,
right?
you cover the exit.
Everybody,
Make
Well, I
sure
want to know
nothing
what's
comes
in
in after us.
there.
everybody except for Talia.
That was
Don't
for
worry,
me.
Okay.
I will.
Yeah, everybody
come
can
back
see
and
but
report
me,
to you
so-
whatever is in here as soon as we have figured out what it is.
Well, let me know if you need me to blow anything up. I guess I'll hang out here.
Do you have a
And-
torch, Talia?
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna move everyone forward, and I'm gonna put Talia at the mouth of the cave where she can't see until she
Yeah.
lights up a torch.
Somebody let me know if I can light up a torch because I can't see nothing.
It doesn't smell like some sort of flammable gas.
So,
Most
Real quick,
flammable gases don't have a smell.
So before we
Well,
start,
I don't want to bring attention to myself unless it's safe to.
Yes.
my bad. Didn't mean to click that. My bad. I should probably roll perception to see if I smell anything odd about
Sure.
this cave. Crap roll.
too bad.
Yeah.
So let me describe this cave. There's no box text for this first part, but the cave mouth was easily visible to any characters entering the clearing. Uh, Here we go. You're inside the first entrance to the cave. Past the entrance, the cave expands rapidly. Many boulders litter the floor. Walking around them is difficult, so it's difficult terrain.
Okay, so that means it takes twice as much movement?
Yes. So, you can start moving. You know what? Let's do this in initiative order. I guess everybody can roll initiative.
All right.
Okay.
Oh,
Including me or
Troy
just them?
Yeah, including you. If you want to do something, you can always say
Bunch
that.
of ones.
Two ones.
One. Oh, I didn't have myself highlighted, did I? Yeah, I did. No, yeah, I did. Nope, I didn't.
Apparently
Gosh
not.
darn it. There.
God. Half of us rolled ones.
That's incredible. That's statistically really unlikely, but that's incredible.
Yeah.
All right, Hesith. You're in this area. Huge boulders around here. You move at half movement, but you can dash if you want.
Okay.
You can see what you see.
All right. I'm gonna come up here and look around.
Okay, you see a cavern. You see exactly how this cave splits off. There seems to be 4 more different ways to go in the way you came. So 5 different ways.
Wow. This is just a very branchy cave, huh?
Yep.
I will end my turn here.
Okay. Nilavar.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I will step on the cat.
You can, that's fine.
3.
So companion-like of you.
Isn't it the pool of water that I'm looking at?
It looks kind of like a pool of water. So you come
Okay.
up that way.
Well, I asked to make sure it's not like something else completely, and I'm just guessing wrong. Alright.
No,
Yeah,
it's a
then
puddle
I
of
will-
blue paint.
I will
see-
finish my movement there and say, "There's water in this one."
Yes, there is water, definitely. Talia.
So I can't see a thing. So I'm gonna be like, guys,
Well, you're
what,
at
what's
the cave,
happening?
You're at the cave mouth, so you can see out into the clearing just fine. Nothing's
Great.
happening out there. Lugaru.
All right, I will go this way. It's just more rocks, you guys. What does the
Yep.
ceiling look like? How high is it? And is there
Those would
anything
be great
hanging
details for them
from
to
it?
put into this cavern. I'm gonna say the height on the ceiling goes anywhere from 5 feet to in parts to like 15, and it kind of varies all throughout this cave.
Are there stalactites?
Yes,
Cool.
especially over where Howard's character is.
All right, well, I will end my turn here.
Okay.
Troy Kithis.
Oh yeah, actually, you're looking down into that cave to the south there.
Mhm.
It's filled with
Yep.
stalactites.
Sweet.
All right, Troy Kithis. He's gonna. You know what? Troy Kithis will hang out with you, Talia, and make sure you're okay. In case anything
Aw.
comes that direction. Malachi.
What? Can't seem to see anything super significant in any direction that hasn't already been pointed out. Although, what is that? That looks interesting.
That?
Might just be the artwork.
So, it's still just like cave ground. The cave is filled with like boulders and is uneven and all that kind of stuff. And towards the very back, these look like giant rocks.
Okay. I'm very tempted to call out and see if anything responds. That's exactly what Malachi's gonna do because he's Malachi. He's
All
gonna call out,
right.
"Hello, anybody home?"
Everybody make a perception check.
Man.
As Malachi's voice echoes down the cavern, and you hear back, Winston. No. Just kidding.
What?
It's an
Do we hear that over here too?
No,
Was it booming?
No, you don't hear anything booming. All right, the perception checks are Nilavar. You actually hear something. You hear with your highly tuned elf ears. You hear high-pitched squeaks.
Like bats? Should I make a nature
Kinda.
check or?
Yes.
Alright.
All right, knowledge nature. So you hear these like squeaks and squeals. Do you remember? I assume you remember the first season of Batman the Animated Series.
Yeah.
Remember the episode with Man-Bat?
That was literally the first episode.
So Bruce Wayne comes to see a professor, and he walks up to him and gives him this recording, right? And
He said it was in his chimney when it was the Man-Bat. Yeah.
Yeah, and he hits the button, and there is this horrible sound that comes out of this recorder, and then he clicks off, and the scientist says, "Oh, they're normal brown bats." That's what you got.
Not normal brown bats. Got it. Is it by action? Are we still in initiative order? Or?
It is Hethith, but you can talk. I'll let you say whatever you want to say.
Guys, this place is full of bats. Bats.
Well, at least we figured that out before we passed out in here.
Actually, hold on, guys. Let's say that again.
Like I said, at least we figured it out before we passed out in here, right?
There we go. Now we got a cave echo happening.
Oh,
Guys,
boy.
this place is full of bats.
Ah, I should have turned that up a long time ago.
Okay. I'm gonna check around this corner.
Okay. You can move on down there. Right. Make a perception check.
Pretty good.
Ooh, that is very good. All right. This floor definitely stinks of guano. And you see, let's see if I can't put them in here. What you see is what you get, Crystal. They're all hanging from the ceiling.
Okay. I'm going to go back to where I just came from and say to everyone, there are big bats in here. It might be best if we don't spend the night with them.
Well, at least we figured that out right away.
How does it look to the north?
Nilavar, you're in that northern cave. And it's your turn.
All right.
Oh, Nilavar. With that knowledge nature check you made, you also know that since it's sundown, these bats will probably be coming out soon.
I'm going to first make my way to the water and just check it out and see if it looks like it's just water. And then I
Make a
get attacked by
perception
the
check.
water elemental.
You got low light. It's kind of low light vision, so give a perception check on this water. This is a pretty easy check. Oh yeah, this water looks brackish, brown, not good, doesn't smell good.
Okay, and then I'll start making my way back to the party. I'm also going to pull my shield out and put it over my head, so because I don't want to get covered in guano or hit by the bats if they start moving.
Okay.
Oh.
Talia. Is
All
there
right,
anything-
that's the end of my movement. I'm not done yet.
Oh, okay.
Colin's
Um,
finished.
Everyone, the bats are about to come out. We should get out of the cave and get to the sides of the cave, so that when they come shooting out, they don't hit us. And I am trying to keep my voice down.
That sounds like a good idea to me.
Yep. I concur.
Okay. We'll end that there then. Everybody kind of funnels out of the cave and back to the clearing. Let me get you all back there.
Once we're out of the cave, I say, after the bats have come out to the hunting and whatnot, we could still explore the cave.
But it smells really bad in there.
Well, yeah, it's a cave full of bats.
Okay. Everybody is out of the cave, and you meet up with Talia and Troikithis.
Hey, so there's bats in there, so we're gonna wait for them to come out.
Yeah, if I see everybody filing out of the cave, I'm gonna leave the cave.
Okay. Yeah. Y'all all make it back. So what are you doing up in the clearing?
I'm gonna follow Nilavar's suggestion and find a nice cozy spot with my back pressed up against the side of the cave, short distance off from the entrance.
Okay. Everybody make a stealth check who is trying to not get in the way of these bats.
Okay.
Hey, crit.
Was I made aware of the bats, by the way? Somebody said
Yeah,
that
I
there were
said
bats,
that there were
right?
bats of those coming out.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we got one last person.
You?
Malachi. Oh, Malachi did his. Oh, wait, never mind. What am I talking about? I'm a silly, silly person.
apparently I stubbed my toe on the way out and cussed.
Perfect.
Okay. Malachi, you can either get Heseth or get Trikithis, who are both kind of out in the open. You notice them, and you can either notice one or the other, and you can help them into stealth.
Well, I know Heseth a bit better, and I feel like Trichythus has probably some better defenses on his body, so I'm gonna grab her and pull her out of the way.
Okay. After a couple minutes, you see the bats start flying out of the cave one by one, and they
Got my shield up.
I also take out my shield and hold it overhead, somewhat in front of me.
Wisdom. Oh.
I forgot
to see us through stealth.
Yeah. I gotta turn off advantage here. Doo-doo-doo. Okay. They notice Trikithis, and they start flying down to investigate. But Troy, he's too savvy for them, and he is going to use knowledge nature to make himself
not look like food?
Yeah, he's gonna use what is he gonna do? What can he do? You know what? He is going to throw some food and make a run for some cover and see if that stops the bats from running after him. So he's gonna make a persuasion check. Yeah.
Very persuasive.
The bats go straight for the food. They leave him alone, and then they look around. They don't see him anymore, and they fly off. Troy says, "I don't think we should stick around this cave until morning when they come back. Perhaps we should camp near the statue? I'm okay camping near an evil statue."
I don't want to camp near a statue unless someone is keeping watch all night.
Well, I assume we're always
somebody's-
keeping watch.
Yes.
This is a terrible hill where there's danger around every corner.
You know what? Fair enough. I will keep the first watch, and anyone who needs a blanket can have mine.
I'll go second. Do
And
we
I
want to
will
explore
take
that
third.
cave, though?
If we really need to, we can do it in broad daylight when the bats will
Bats
probably
are
be
back?
sleepier.
You want to do it when the bats are back rather than when they're gone?
Yeah, you can do it now. Their bats won't be there.
True.
So you go back into the cave?
I'm asking the group.
Oh, okay.
I don't really need to go in the cave.
I'm sure that's where all the magic items are.
I didn't see
It's just
anything
full of
terribly
brackish
valuable
water
in
and
there.
bat guano.
You can go in there by yourself if you want, Neelavar.
I guess I will. So everybody else is apparently scared of bat guano.
Okay. You head on down in there, and you explore it quite thoroughly. Yeah, the water doesn't look too good. One of the passages is blocked by giant boulders, and the one that the bats were in is just a large chamber that leads nowhere. You don't find any treasure in here or anything of that nature. It's a large empty cave.
I pull out the dagger that I found back when we were fighting kobolds in Keskintone or Cosquinton or whatever that place was called.
Quentin, yeah.
I walk out and I go, I found a magic dagger. Ha! It's mine.
Hey, roll for persuasion.
Oh, deception.
I'll take deception. That's fine.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Malachi's gonna be inclined to believe you because he has no idea.
Wouldn't that be insight?
It's insight if you
Yeah,
want to
it's
see
insight.
through his,
Yeah,
his
see.
deception.
Yeah.
No, Malachi doesn't fall for it, but everybody else
Apparently,
does.
I believe him.
Yep.
Malachi's wondering why there's so much wise magical items. That's all. Like I've been using like chip at rocks and all kinds of stuff while we were working our way through that place to make like marks.
Yeah.
Or maybe he remembers me doing it.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. That dagger looks somewhat familiar. I feel like I've seen it
Yes.
before.
You've heard the legends of this dagger. That's what it is.
Have I? I haven't heard a lot
What
of
does it
legends.
do?
Nothing until I have attuned to it. That's how magic works.
I don't know. I feel like I've seen that recently.
I could prove it, but I don't want to stab anyone with this magic dagger. It might hurt.
Probably shouldn't volunteer yourself, but
Nah, I'm good.
that would be the selfless thing to do.
Okay, y'all make your way to the other side of the clearing in hopes that the bats will not care about you. And it's a good 600, 900 feet away, so probably the bats will leave you alone. And you start doing your watches. And I'm going to, let me see. We're gonna do some nighttime shenanigans.
Nighttime shenanigans.
Oh boy.
That's actually my favorite cover band.
Oh.
You make it through the night without incident.
Wow.
I know.
Question is, do we
Hey.
stay awake during the whole night?
During my watch, though, I'm going to spend my watch desecrating the face on that statue.
So
Sure.
my question is do I make it through my watch in the first place? I'm not sure.
Here's the good news. I've updated everybody's XP on their character sheet, and Malachi has gained a level.
Woo!
Yay!
Good job.
Huzzah.
His sleep has paid off.
Out in the middle of my watch like an idiot. And I'm like, guys, I feel amazing. It's the greatest sleep I've ever had.
Matt, you can either take half your hit die plus 1 and add that to your maximum hit points, or roll a die. I care not. Plus your con modifier.
Roll
of course.
it. Roll it. Gamble. Gamble. Gamble.
Knowing my luck, it's gonna be a really bad roll. Half
did
my hit
well
die
last
plus
time.
1 is well, hey, my hit die is 10.
Yeah, your hit die is
So
10, so
I
it'd
could
be
add,
6.
I gotta add 6, or I could just roll
6 plus
10.
your con bonus
Right
of
that'd be
2.
plus
So
8.
6, 7, 8.
That's pretty good. I could add 8 to it right away,
Yeah.
but it could be potentially 12.
Yes.
Could be. Gamble. Gamble. I mean, it didn't work for me, but.
I'm gonna gamble because
Hey, look at that.
So you got
turned out to be
9.
6 anyway.
9 extra hit
What?
points. Oh, 6. No, 8. Yeah, that's 8 still. That's
Yeah. So
5 plus 1. Yeah.
It didn't matter.
Didn't matter. Not in the least.
Cool. 1 sec. Let me.
So everybody should mark off a ration.
Yes.
Paladin level. I can't adjust my
Yes.
level. You can do that. Right there it is. Level 2. Ah. Current hit points. That's 20 now. Heck yeah. Nice.
Not much really changes when you go from level 1 to level 2, except your hit points go up. I don't think anything else goes up. You get your new powers, though. You do get some new powers. I believe you get spells now as a paladin, 2nd level, right?
I don't remember.
You get the ability to turn undead, maybe?
Let me
I don't think
pull
there's
up
an
the
actual
roll.
bell
21.
yet.
So you look that up,
There might
and let's continue
I
on.
get a fighting style, I get spell casting, and I get divine smite.
Yeah, turning undead is a clerical thing, as is
So-
filing. I believe they can
Filing,
file.
yes.
So this is a
So-
long rest, so everybody gets back all of their hit points and all of their hit points and all of their hit dice. Hit dice and all of your powers reset.
And are you going to tell the rest of us how many more experience we have?
It's on
Or,
your
like,
sheet.
wait until... Oh, you did it for us.
I
It
did.
says on the character sheet, yeah.
Okay.
Like you should have, I don't know, 630 XP, and Howard should have like 500 something. I don't know. Everybody's got different. So where are you heading off to now?
Hey, in the morning, you see a very well sculpted or cut into the face of the statue. Glasses. He has a monocle on one side. He's got like Fu Manchu beard. And across his head it says "I suck" in common.
I'm not fully sure that I approve of that, but
Oh, look what the evil fairies did during the night. It's weird how we all missed that.
I look at it and kind of giggle a little.
I mean, I'm not a fan of the statue, but I'm not sure that I approve of desecrating it. But I mean, I can't undo that now. So what am I gonna do?
Well, if it's really bothering you, you could dedicate yourself to this evil demon guy and go ahead and make a little sculpture of him of your own to carry with you at all times. I think that's what you should do.
I'm not gonna go that far.
It's the only logical solution.
It's the only way.
No. I think a logical solution is to just leave it be and hope that nothing comes back to find it.
Well, shall we head northwest out of here, or head back and just go west where we came from?
Okay. Well, Northwest was still uppish, right? Corey?
We seem to have
Northwest
come up
is
the top of a hill
is
and then
no.
gone back
It
down.
follows the contours.
I didn't catch all that because you weren't the only one speaking.
Oh, I'm sorry. It follows the contours of the area.
All right, so I'm not real clear what that means as to which way is up.
So we're still in a valley?
No, it's not a valley. So basically, let me give a different color for this. So this goes up, and this goes up. Does that make
Are
more
those
sense?
both the same thing? Because if there's something to that other arrow lost in blackness.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. There. See it?
I see two arrows pointing the same way.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
So there's only one up?
Yep. Both of these go up.
Okay. Okay.
That's why you can see
are
the...
those red lines the topographical lines like on a map?
That's exactly what
Okay.
they are. Sorry, I didn't make that clearer.
I had no idea what those were.
Those are topographical lines showing you how to ascend.
Okay. So
Well, we
this...
can either start tree climbing and move very, very slow, or I say we go northwest.
All right,
yeah,
I'm
I'd
too
hate to
busy,
head back the
like,
same way
no-
we just came from. So I think northwest is our best option.
I'm just gonna follow along because I'm too busy dealing with this new energy that I feel like I have, as if I've discovered the secret of magic.
I feel like I could be
All right.
whacked twice as hard as normal today.
Heading up.
I absolutely do.
Too bad we don't have unicorns to ride.
All right. I start going. I guess if we're going.
Yeah. I've been moving your icon on the screen.
Sorry, my character sheet's on the screen. I can't see the map. If I take down my character sheet, I can see the map. But then you ask us to make a roll, and I can't make the roll.
Oh yeah.
Oh, another fork.
Okay, let me reveal some of this area to you. That's what you can see.
Okay, so both north and south stay at roughly the same elevation.
And this, hold on. I can make it happen. Come on, program, work. So you are higher elevation than that direction.
So that blue arrow is pointing uphill.
Uphill.
We really should have found a map before coming out here.
There were no maps.
Yeah,
Everybody who
I
comes
don't.
up here kind of
Nobody
dies.
wants to come here.
No, the old guy specifically told us that not everybody who comes up here dies, and lots of them back.
Because they turn around too soon. Yeah.
One look at giant bees and mosquito bats, and they're done. They probably even made up the stories about the ogres. They want to go, I saw a bug, I ran away.
Did
That
you
is
say
possible.
ogres? Ooh.
Oh yeah, there could be ogres
There could
or
be.
ghouls, or it could be ogres trading in slave ghouls.
North or south?
Well, former human trafficking.
North or south?
I'm gonna roll a die. Odds I say north, evens I say south. You guys can do the same if you want. I vote
North
for
it is.
south.
Well, what does everybody else say?
I am neutral.
I don't know. I feel like
Yeah.
we've been heading north and northwest. It just seems weird to switch course. Although this whole place makes no sense because we're going up by going sideways. So I don't know.
I don't know either.
You've gone.
If you like south, I'm fine with south. It really doesn't
You've made your.
have a map.
Yeah. Well, you can check where you've been. You can check your map of where you've been, and kind of
Yeah.
feel out where you're going. But y'all want to go south? I'll start heading you
South
south.
is fine.
All right.
Unless one of our warrior types here has a big old axe and wants to start just hacking. Start
just-
heading straight up.
Unless there's a dead end
I
that's
do
gotta
have
turn
that.
toward the west.
Are we? It's just. Is it bush or tree? It's just bush, right? He can hack through bush.
That's right. Trim that bush.
I think I have a fire shooting magic item somewhere that might burn some of this excess bush. We get a good forest fire going, and you know, we could solve
and
a
then
lot of
get burned
problems.
to
Oh,
death.
burn the forest. I mean,
Think of all the giant horrible bugs we'll kill.
terrible. You can't do that much damage to the natural world just like that. That's
Sure you
horrible.
can.
All
Of
right.
course you can.
What is this? This is not a thing, is it?
A thing? It looks like a clearing with a river that runs through it.
Yep. So you guys see as you approach this clearing, you hear the rushing of water, and you see a nice, beautiful, peaceful waterfall.
What a peaceful waterfall. I almost want to jump in and swim, but
Well, peaceful doesn't mean it won't hurt you.
As it comes rushing down the contours of this hill.
The brown area around the waterfall, is that just ground that we can walk on?
Yeah, that's just ground you can walk on. I don't know why it looks
So-
all weird like that, but there's nothing
Yeah,
special
it
about
looks
it.
kind of like fallen logs. Like, are we gonna find giant beavers?
Hey.
Well, shall we continue?
All right, continuing on.
Sounds good to me.
Over the bridge?
We'll I'll light up this lake because you get a nice, good view of it from
From above?
from this bridge.
So is our unicorn wearing like a horrible
He's dead.
mask?
He's a dead unicorn.
Mm,
He's an undead unicorn.
did you Google undead unicorn and that actually showed up? Or
Yeah. Yeah, I put it into the icon finder in this program.
I was gonna say thank you,
Oh,
deviant
okay.
art. Is that what happened there? Hey, did we want to check the waterfall, see if there's a cave behind the waterfall? Because that's where you find the magic sword.
I'm
Guess
good.
not. Everybody passes it right by.
Well, I can't. Yeah, can I get off the unicorn and go check?
Throw
or-
your
you
dagger
can-
into
you
the
can-
lake and see
you can
if a
check out the
fairy
unicorn
comes
if
to
you
bring
want.
it back.
All right. I get off the unicorn that is moving me, and I go check out the lake.
How do you inspect it?
I will walk. Hang on, here-ish. And first, what do I see when I get up to there? I guess.
You see well, first off, there's lots of branches and stuff coming out of this where this like a lot of undergrowth right there, but you kind of make your way through it up to the stream. And this waterfall isn't like a waterfall that you see in movies. It's more like high flowing rapids that are coming down in several little waves. Like there's a one mini waterfall and a second mini waterfall and a third mini waterfall as these things fall down into this pool.
Okay, so I guess I will climb up and like kind of reach behind it, see if the wall is solid behind it, and I'll also try and look down into the pool. But I imagine it looks pretty much like white froth at the bottom of where the
Yeah,
waterfall
it's
is.
pretty. Actually, everywhere on this looks like white froth because it's like 3 mini cascades, and you can't like if you walk into the waterfall, you're taller than it.
Oh. Is the water clean?
Yeah, the water's clean.
Hey guys, I'm gonna be a minute. I take my clothes off. I take a shower because I haven't had one.
Okay.
Rinse my stuff out. You can get out the water. No magic swords. Oh, it's broad daylight too. When I take my shirt off, they will see that my skin is not just white, but it's like black and veiny and gross looking.
Ew.
you look very unhealthy. Would you like me to cure you, or attempt to at least?
I feel fine. Start with my clothes on, like I don't know what he's talking about.
Okay. Suit yourself.
Okay. You spend some time there, and then you start moving on.
Okay.
Everybody, you can clean yourself. No problem.
Only one of us bothered to do it.
I don't want to spend the whole day all wet while we're traveling. Maybe if we stop to rest
Okay.
by a lake.
Yeah, I have a lot of stuff going on. I can't just be stripping.
Malachi is a nature guy. He's fine.
You've moved us where we can't see.
I know. Give me a second. Okay, you guys are coming up on noon. In an hour. It's like 11 o'clock. So let me get you to noon.
Get us to noon.
Yes, let me get you to noon as you made your way to a new clearing.
Woo.
The ground here looks weird.
Yes, it looks very weird.
Is this like baked cracked mud or what?
Let me give you a reading of what it exactly is. This clearing is one of the largest and most desolate on the hill. How would you know that? Come on, box text, work with me here. Clumps of grass growing here are brown and scraggly. Most of the ground is simply bare. Cracked dirt and the forest surrounding it seems especially dark and foreboding.
Well, it would be the biggest we've seen.
It is the biggest
It's
you've seen.
definitely. This is a very large clearing.
Look at the size of this clearing.
It's huge.
Boy.
But it seems gross and deadish.
Ew. It does look pretty rickety. And dry.
Yeah. It's almost like there's only a clearing here because something killed all of the vegetation.
Way
Because
far-
is it accurate? Like there's vegetation like around the outskirts of it, like lush. And
yeah,
then it's just
lush
dead?
vegetation, and it just kind of turns into like this gross, dead area. There is
That's what it is. Dead sky.
something up in this area. You see a building from far away. Like it looks like a shed size building. It's really far away though.
Ah. My mouse is just like jumping all over my screen.
And also there's vegetation here as well.
And is that where the shed is?
Huh? Up here? I'm hold on, let me put it on the viewers, so the viewers at home can see. Right up there.
Okay.
Just way to the north.
Well, maybe we should head over there and see what that little building is.
It is lunchtime.
My stomach rumbles. Go check it out.
Would you like to go there before lunch or after lunch?
Maybe we should eat lunch first.
All right.
I'm for lunch.
You guys sit. You have a nice little meal.
Were any of us a good food gatherer? I don't remember those anymore. Any Outlanders in the group?
No Outlanders, I don't think. I don't know.
No free-
Lugaroo is
No free lunches.
What is Lugaroo again?
Wanderer. You have an excellent memory for maps and geography and can always recall the general layout
Nope.
of terrain.
Lugaroo is an Outlander.
That's right. Can you guys hear
Hey,
me?
I hear you now.
My mic stopped working for like, I don't even know how long.
Wow.
I hope you weren't saying anything important because we didn't know.
Alright. But yeah, I can find food. So.
All of that great
Lugaroo
roleplay
is
you
good at
did.
feeding us.
It was the best yet. The best ever.
I like that episode.
We were
of-
wondering if you would like to go find us some lunch with your awesome hunting skills.
I
Yep,
like
I
that
can do that.
episode of Dead
Is there anything to
Unicorn where
find around
Colin
here?
doesn't say anything at all. My favorite one. So Colin goes out. Lugaroo goes out, scrounges up some food, comes back, and you have some stuff to eat. He catches like a rabbit and some I guess some herbs he finds. Whatever. It's filling.
Thanks for the food, Lugaroo.
Yeah, no problem. It's what I do.
I go to offer the rabbit to Talia. Go, oh, sorry. I'm just a peasant, though.
You find something for.
Is that supposed to affect me? Like, I don't really care that you're.
You find some stuff for Talia to eat too.
Maybe
One
some
berry,
berries and
one
root
very
beers.
large berry.
I have a thing full of berries. Remember, I picked
Yeah,
them from the
Talia
bush.
pulls out the bottle full of berries, and they've all turned brown.
Do frown.
Ooh.
Delicious. Your water looks tasty.
Should have made jam.
Like I had time for jam. I'm good. I'm fine. I'll survive.
Okay, everybody eats lunch, has a good time. Let me make a little roll here. Nah, we're good. Okay, y'all start moving. How do you want to move through this clearing? You want to go straight there? You want to go towards the edge, or you want to? Is there something special that I haven't thought of that you want to try?
Well, if we walk on the edge, and when the land is like up through the dirt, we can run through the forest, where he will be tangled in the roots of trees.
I think Luger would
I'm
go right up
okay
the
with
middle.
just going straight there.
If it is a boulet, I was just playing. I have no idea. I didn't read the thing. If you don't know what a boulet is, it's a land shark from old D&D.
A
So
land
all-
shark.
Yep, it's a thing. Bullettete, I think.
Yes.
Mhm.
Might be one L. I don't know. It's been a long time.
So you're kind of divided
Yeah,
right now.
So I'll go right up the middle.
Okay, two
Just-
for right up the middle. Anybody else want to weigh in?
I'm gonna follow along the western edge of where the forest meets the clearing.
Okay, are you gonna split up?
Apparently,
Fan out.
There's no reason to split up. If he really thinks
Yeah,
we should
no.
be at the edge, I'm fine with that.
Okay, everybody's gonna go towards the edge then. I guess, right?
Sure.
All right,
Okay.
which edge? The west
The
edge?
western is
Western.
what I said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It wouldn't make sense to go along the eastern one. That's on the far side.
Well, it's good walking in case you need some exercise because we haven't been doing any walking lately.
Yeah, it takes a little longer to get there. But you do notice that.
Oh, there's a little path off to the east.
Yep, there's a little path off to the east. By the way, as you walked, you've gone down in elevation. You're pretty much on the other side of the hill now.
Okay.
So you see this little pathway? Does that change anything you're going to do?
Well, I want to see where that little building is first.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm with Hessus on that. I want to see it too.
Let's bring that up.
When we get near, though, I would like to be stealthy.
In case there's some evil person living in the little shed.
Or just
Or it's
some
just
guy who
creatures.
suspects we're evil and will shoot at us because whatever. I understand. He
I
lives in the
moved
middle
out
of
here
nowhere.
to get away from everyone.
You adventurers, get off my lawn.
So what's your marching order?
I'm in front.
Same as before.
Same as before.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Front-ish. Being stealthy.
Or trying.
Trying at least, yeah.
Why is Lugaru's icon not coming up? There we go. and Malachi. And lastly, all right, let us move you. Nope, that's wrong. Don't look at that, guys. There we go.
We're not entering a place
You
full
are
of tents.
in the lower left-hand corner.
Lower left. No, we're not.
The lower
We're
right
in the
hand.
lower right.
Lower right-hand corner.
Okay.
And that's the
Would you
building
like our
see.
stealth checks?
Yes. If you were making stealth checks.
Ooh. Like the wind.
I'm so unstealthy.
Let me.
I think I'm stealthy.
Ah,
I know that I have a lot of practice being stealthy.
So let me explain what you're seeing in front of you before we do anything. Branches of thorn bushes have started to grow along the north end of the clearing. You see many smooth, rough, square white stones lying among the thorns. This building that you see here obviously is a mausoleum.
Well, I guess we didn't have to be stealthy. The people here are not listening.
Yeah, I don't think anybody lives here.
I'm sure the ogres already rounded up the ghouls and enslaved them.
No slave ghouls here.
Well, how do y'all want to do this?
Do you guys want to check it out, or keep
Okay, so-
moving?
I want to go. Is this the entrance?
Yeah, that's the
I want
entrance.
to check the place out.
My shield out, rapier out, creep up to the entrance, thinking I'm stealth.
All right, you kind of go on up to the entrance. The doors on the entrance have been broken down. You look inside, and where they're supposed to be like resting places, it's all been broken open. Some of them you see dead bodies in there. Others, it's totally and completely empty.
All right, is there like coffins that are broken open inside, or does this place just look super looted?
Make an investigation check.
That's fair.
Nope.
Hey, this place is all
Then-
busted up.
I go, I am 100% positive that they have broken out and that this is where the ghouls are coming from.
Captain Obvious.
oh dear.
In response to
Ah,
that,
not
I'm gonna
good.
take a good look around in there and see if I agree.
Okay.
It's a distinct
I am
possibility.
I'm offended that you felt the need to check. What a bee.
I mean, I
Seriously?
told you exactly what was in there.
Well,
It's okay. You didn't do any better. She's like,
this
yes,
is nothing
exactly
but a
what
lot
he
of dead
said.
bodies. But a lot fewer than there should be, it seems.
It's a shame there's absolutely nothing worth the value here. We should go.
I want to go check out the graves.
I want everybody to make a perception check.
Also,
Lugaru, you
just
start
finished,
moving over here
plugging
towards
all my
the
stuff.
graves.
What?
The graves, as you
Yeah.
get closer to them, you notice that that several of them have been dug up.
You said everybody perception, yeah.
Yes,
Yep.
everybody.
This is This is not good. This is exactly what I opposed.
This is Sparta.
Oh my gosh. I just can't. Don't forget
juju,
Troy.
guys.
Ah, yes, Troy. Perception. Wing.
Sorry, it was the same as mine.
Wow.
We're both clueless. Okay.
Well, this doesn't look good, you guys.
I'm not a fan of what I'm seeing. This goes against everything I stand for.
All right. Everybody sees coming out of the brambles in the bushes sickly, undead, white creatures with bloodshot eyes looking at you hungrily. And that is where we will end the game today.
Oh boy.
Howard, whatever you just made up was absolutely 100% true.
That's
Well, good
fantastic.
thing Malachi had used to learn a bunch of new spells, because some of these are really effective against undead.
Yeah. Now you get to use them. All right, everybody.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Share this video. Do all the YouTube things. We'll be back next week, Tuesday, as always. We'll see you later. Everybody say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.